Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Ve'al kulam. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Od yavo shalom aleinu. Ve'al kulam. Salam.
Hi everybody, Shabbat Shalom for another couple of minutes and Chag Sameach. I'm so glad that we're all together. It's great to see you. All of us are coming to you from our sukkahs, real and virtual, and I know you are joining us from all kinds of different places, your living rooms, your bedrooms, your kitchen tables. Maybe some of you are at your sukkah tonight also. We are just celebrating the very first day of this festival of Sukkot, and we're so glad that we're all together to celebrate and to sing and to share another Havdalah for all. So this festival of Sukkot is all about connecting with nature, getting back out into the elements, a place where you can feel the wind blow, feel the rain fall, feel the sun shine. The sukkahs that we spend time in during this week are supposed to be open to the elements. So whatever the weather is outside, we feel it in our sukkahs. And in a more spiritual way too, the time that we spend during this holiday is a time that directs us to be open to the outside world as well, to be open to our friends and neighbors, open to family. And Sukkot in particular is a time of hospitality and welcome when we invite other people to be in our sukkahs with us, to share a meal and share some friendship and hospitality. These days, of course, it's a lot harder to invite other people to spend time in our homes and in our sukkahs, so we're doing the next best thing. We're joining together with all of you virtually tonight, so all of you are coming into our sukkahs, and we're happy to be coming into your homes tonight through the miracle of live streaming. And we know that all of you are with us in spirit and in soul as we say goodbye to Shabbat and make our way deeper into this festival of harvest and homecoming and hospitality. And so to begin our time together, we're going to say a blessing. There's a blessing that you say before you spend time hanging out in your sukkah, whether you're having a meal there or studying there or visiting with a friend. There's a blessing that you say before that, giving thanks for the opportunity to spend time in your sukkah during this holiday week. So the end of the blessing ends with Leishev Basukah, which means to sit, to hang out in your sukkah. So wherever you are, I'll say the blessing. You can say it along with me, ending with Leishev Basukah, or you can end with Amen at the end. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'shev basukah. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe. You make us holy with mitzvot, and you command us to spend time in our sukkah.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right. Well, I think it's time to, we were going to sing a little Hine Matov, and I feel like I want to sing that just to kind of welcome us all in. So let's do that. It has a little clap in it, so I hope everyone will clap along.
How good it is.
Thank you. How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
To be together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
To be together on this day. Even the dog's excited. And now I think it's time to begin our Havdalah. So does everyone have their Havdalah stuff ready? Okay, so we begin by lighting the Havdalah candle. To be here on Sukkot, since the last time we sang these blessings was the end of Yom Kippur at Ne'ilah, and now just it's a new time, a new feeling. Out into the wine and we sing Havdil ben Kodesh lechol Chatotenu imchol זרענו וכספנו ירבה כחול, וככוכבים בלילה. שבוע טוב, 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 שבוע טוב. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Agiladi. Bimeiah Beyamenu, Yavo Eleinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
All right, are my very Talmudic players ready?
Ready?
All right. So the following is a dramatization of an actual conversation recorded in the Talmud. It's Sukkot 23a, if you don't believe me and want to look it up yourself. Okay, rabbis, we're agreed then. You can use anything for the wall of a sukkah as long as there are at least 3 walls and they are 10 handbreadths high.
Anything?
Anything.
Even an elephant?
What do you mean, even an elephant?
I mean, could you build a sukkah where one of the walls is the side of an elephant?
I guess I never thought about that.
Well, wouldn't the elephant just walk off and then you'd be short a wall?
Well, obviously you'd tie it down.
Oh, okay.
But what if the elephant died in the middle of the holiday? What would you do?
See, that's the thing about elephants. Even when they fall over, they're still more than 10 handbreadths high. So it would still make a good wall for the sukkah. It just might just start to smell bad after a couple days.
I actually think it probably smelled pretty bad when it was alive.
Wait, we live in ancient Babylonia. Where are you even getting all of this elephant knowledge?
I know a guy.
A guy who owns an elephant?
That's not the point.
Question on the table is, what do we do if the elephant dies?
Well, elephants live a really, really long time, so it's probably not going to happen.
How does she?
She knows the guy.
Okay, so let's say the elephant lives. Where are you going to build the sukkah? Between its legs? Then it's like 4 posts, but it's not really walls.
Well, you'd fill in the gaps with like the palm leaves and the laurel leaves.
But what if the elephant wants to sit down at some point during the week?
Well, we'd have to tie it from above. And then if it does die, it's not an issue.
Okay, all right, I think I have it. So if you have an elephant and it starts the holiday alive and you suspend it from above and you fill the space between its legs with branches, then I guess, yes, it would be kosher for the walls of a sukkah.
Great, I'll let my friend know.
But I still wouldn't do it.
Why not?
I don't know, spending 7 days underneath an elephant seems risky.
Fair. But legally, you'd be in the clear.
You're in the clear.
Great. I have another question. What if I want to build my sukkah on top of a camel?
Seriously?
Or, I mean, what if Sukkot comes and you're on a cruise? Can you build your sukkah on the deck of a boat?
Or what if there's a gap in the wall of your sukkah and you want to stuff it with a live ferret?
This is going to be another long day in the Rabbinic Academy, isn't it? So this is an actual conversation that takes place in the Talmud, the books of Jewish law, about whether you can use an elephant for the walls of your sukkah. And if it seems like that's a funny and absurd thing for the rabbis to be talking about, it's because it's a funny and absurd thing for the rabbis to be talking about. It's meant to be silly. And as I was rereading that page of Talmud today, I was thinking about the fact that the rabbis take the project that they are engaged in very seriously, but they do not take themselves too seriously. They want to have fun with that project. So much fun that if things fall over, they just catch them and keep going. They want to have fun with that project. They want to have fun with the experience of creating new Jewish ideas, of taking their rabbinic ideas and stretching them to their very limits. And so I've been thinking a lot about the fact that we are also engaged in this period of creativity, Jewish creativity, but also the creativity of our whole lives, and having to figure out how to make do when things don't go exactly as you expected, how to figure out how to make do when things are changing even as you speak. And that can feel dreary and hard and challenging. But what the rabbis are reminding us is that it can also be really joyful and an opportunity to create something fun and new. And we are in this time of Sukkot, this time that is supposed to be Zman Simchatenu, the happiest time of our year, a time when we can be joyful. And one of the things we can be joyful in is the creativity of Jewish expression, creating new Jewish rituals, creating ways to be engaged with Judaism, whether you can build an actual sukkah or you just make sukkah your Zoom background. Maybe whether you can be with other Jews or not, whether you can have a lulav or make a lulav out of paper, whatever it is, to create something newish that is Jewish and have it be joyful and have it be an expression of this time of joy. So that is the intention that I am hoping to leave you with, is no matter what happens, no matter what is flying your way, there's still an opportunity to be joyful and creative on this Sukkot.
Well, speaking of joyful, Rabbi Fixler taught me a song, and I believe it's his favorite Sukkot song. And so
it is like maybe one of my favorite Jewish songs, full stop.
All time, yes. Okay. And so I was pretty excited. It's a pretty great song, and he's going to help me with it. We do have a song sheet. I believe Jason posted it. It's there's a link to our website if you want to grab that song sheet. You can sing these songs later too. And this one is on page 4. So it goes like this. I built a little sukkah.
I built a little sukkah.
Out in the back.
Out in the back.
Looks like a house.
It looks like a house.
And a little like a shack.
And a little like a shack.
It's not too big.
It's not too big.
And it's not too high.
And it's not too high.
When you sit inside.
When you sit inside.
You can see the sky.
You can see the sky.
Shake, shake, shake the lulav. Smell the egg truck so sweet.
Come and have a look in my
sukkah and
help yourself to something to eat. In my sukkah. In my sukkah. In my sukkah.
I built the roof.
I built the roof.
Of sticks and twigs.
Of sticks and twigs.
I strung up apples.
I strung up apples.
And nuts and figs.
And nuts and figs.
And some bananas.
And some bananas.
And that's not all.
And that's not all.
There were fruits and veggies.
There were fruits and veggies.
All over the wall.
All over the walls.
Shake, shake, shake the lulav. Smell the egg truck so sweet. Come and have a look in my sukkah and help yourself to something to eat. In my sukkah. In my sukkah. In my sukkah. All right, one more. Here we go. I built my sukkah.
I built my sukkah.
With cloth and wood.
With cloth and wood.
It looks so pretty.
It looks so pretty.
And it smells so good.
And it smells so good.
With leaves and branches.
With leaves and branches.
All around.
All around.
Gonna light the candles.
Gonna light the candles.
When the sun goes down.
When the sun goes down.
Shake, shake, shake the lulav. Smell the egg truck so sweet. Come and have a look in my sukkah and help yourself to something to eat. In my sukkah. In my sukkah. our special song, also suggested by a rabbi in this Zoom room here. This was a suggestion from Rabbi Hayon. That last one was by Dean Friedman. And this next one is by Marcia Addy. She's a cantor in San Francisco. And it's really beautiful.
As Rabbi Hayon opened for us tonight, he talked about that Sukkot is this time to be reconnecting with nature, with the world around us. As we go out of our house and into our sukkahs, we are closer to nature and we are sort of more aware of our surroundings and the natural world than at other times. And so the species, the lulav and the etrog that are so special for these times that we have in our sukkahs are also symbolic of that. The tall palm leaves, which can represent our spine, remind us that our bodies can be used to move about the earth, to see God's goodness, and also to see when other people are in need. Likewise, when we look at the myrtle, it looks almost like our eyes. And it's the same shape, that we are supposed to use our eyes to look out and to be aware that Sukkot is this time of reconnecting. And so we cannot shut our eyes. We cannot just stay in one place. We must be open. And with the willow that looks kind of like our lips, it reminds us that words of sweetness, gestures of checking on one another, that this is a time that is rich to ask how others are doing, hopefully as we see them out and about. And finally, the etrog. We know that it is fragrant and sweet and looks a little bit like our heart, that our hearts have to be filled with that kind of sweetness. We've just come out of the high holy days where we've done a lot of self-reflection and we've apologized to those we've hurt. And this is a time now to break forth from the self and to think about others, how we're giving tzedakah, how we're checking on people, where we're going to do good deeds. And so I hope the symbols of the sukkah as we prepare around this holiday to shake our lulav and etrog will remind each of us that this is a time to feel God's presence around us and to be inspired by that, to use our senses to reach out and do good.
And so now we sing the blessing for the lulav. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, Vitzivanu al netila telulav. And we sing the Shehechianu for reaching this moment together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. And now we're going to sing the psalm along with shaking our lulav. And so, Rabbi Silk, which way do you like to shake your lulav? Oh, wait, you have to unmute though.
I typically shake to the west first.
Uh-oh, west. Okay, that's that way. Well, oh, Rabbi Hayon disagrees. Rabbi Hayon, do you want to share your thoughts?
Well, I'm an easterly kind of fella myself.
Interesting. Now,
Okay,
are you
we shall see.
facing east?
Another
I'm gonna
rabbinic
be facing
debate.
east. Exactly.
Shake toward the elephant, Rabbi Siegel over here says. So anyway, you can decide where you're shaking while we sing Hodu Ladonai Ki Tov Ki Leolam Chasto. Got a good sniff of the etrog there. We did it. All right. I think we have another song. This one by Rabbi Joe Black from Denver. Will you turn that light on, David? Hold on. Get my guitar right. Here we go. You get the boards, I'll get some gourds, put some leaves on the roof on top of 2x4s. We'll build a sukkah. Yeah, yeah, we'll build a sukkah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gonna build a sukkah, gonna live in it all week long. You get the popcorn, I'll get some string. When we build our sukkah, yeah, we'll dance and sing. We'll build a sukkah. Yeah, yeah, we'll build a sukkah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gonna build a sukkah, gonna live in it all week long. Get ready to do some shaking, okay? Here we go. Shake your lulav to the ground. We'll shake your lulav in the air. You know you shake it north, you shake it south, you shake it east, you shake it west. God is everywhere. Build a sukkah. Yeah, yeah, we'll build a sukkah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gonna build a sukkah, gonna live in it all week long.
Ah, so good. So fantastic. We've had a lot of good songs tonight. Thank you, Cantor. So good to be all together to sing some songs and shake our lulas wherever we are, and just remember that we're all still connected together no matter where we're coming from. It's great to be entering this holy time together to make our way from the holiness of Shabbat into the holiness of the rest of the week, this week of the festival of Sukkot. And so we're going to wrap up with our musical prayer that it should be a good week, a week of peace and happiness, joy and comfort for all of us.
Candle brightens our hearts, and together we watch the Sabbath depart. Smell the spices and taste the wine as the stars in the sky begin to shine. Shavuot Tov, may you have a good week, may you find the happiness you seek. Shavuot Tov, may your week be fine, may it be as sweet as the Sabbath light. We say goodbye to a special friend. Another Shabbat has come to an end. Shavuot Tov are the words we speak when we say, may you have a happy week. 2, 3, 4. Shavuot Tov, may you have a good week. May you find the happiness you seek. Shavuot Tov, may your week be fine. May it be as sweet as the Sabbath light. Shavuot Tov, everyone.
Shavua Tov.
Shavuot Tov.
I don't know where to stop, lady.
No.
Okay.